The 26th presidential election was held on November 6, 1888. This election consisted of 4 parties. These parties were the Republican, Democratic, Prohibition, and Union Labor parties. The Republican Party chose former Indiana Senator Benjamin Harrison as their presidential candidate and former ambassador to France Levi P. Morton as their vice presidential candidate. The Democratic Party chose President Grover Cleveland as their presidential candidate and former Ohio Senator Allen G. Thurman as their vice presidential candidate. The Prohibition Party chose Clinton B. Fisk as their presidential candidate and John A. Brooks as their vice presidential candidate. The Union Labor Party chose Illinois State Senator Alan Streeter as the presidential candidate and Charles E. Cunningham as their vice presidential candidate. Cleveland campaigned on tariffs being too high and wanted to bring them down. Republicans stated that the tariffs protected industry within the United States from foreign competition. But the fact was, labor costs in the United States were lower in the United States than in Europe, while quality was better. While Harrison was able to gain a lot of support and media coverage due to him going out and campaigning, Cleveland believed that it was right to hold the tradition of not campaigning during an election. So his party continued to campaign for him rather than he himself. William Wade Dudley, who was treasurer of the RNC, created a program that would find people who voted Democrat in 1884 and pay them to vote Republican in 1888. This led to the creation of secret ballots, or ballots that would not have personal information on it, to prevent people from being able to track you down for voting for a specific party. A man named George Osgood, who moved to the United States from Britain, asked the British ambassador to the United States, Lionel Sackville West, who he should vote for in this upcoming election. West said that from Britain's perspective, Cleveland was the best choice. When this letter was leaked by Republicans, Cleveland ended up losing a lot of support from Irish Catholics. This in itself caused Cleveland to lose both New York and Indiana. Benjamin Harris ended up winning the election. Grover Cleveland won the popular vote by 48.63%, but Harrison won the Electoral College by 58.1%. This election was less polarizing than the last due to campaigns being more about issues than character.